to Gun Owners Radio. Dave's not in because it's Mother's Day, and he's one mother of a host, so we gave him the day off. 11:70 a.m.
The answer.
Excellent job. You deserve the best tools to defend yourself and your loved ones. The problem is that lawmakers don't understand that criminals don't obey the law. Gun control laws just make it harder for law-abiding citizens to protect themselves. So what can you do about it? Join a Second Amendment activist group like San Diego County Gun Owners. San Diego County Gun Owners makes activism easy. We connect you with other gun owners. Working together, we're getting more pro-gun officials elected. Join today at San Diego County Gunowners.com. Just go to San Diego County Gunowners.com and join today. How's it going, everybody?
It's nice. You read that just exactly the way Dave would read it. That's cool.
Well, I was a little better.
That's a nice touch.
I was a little better, wasn't I? All right, everybody. So Dave's off. He had to go do some important stuff, so we're all here. Joe, how's it going, man?
I'm here. In spite of having a mother and being married to a mother, I'm still here.
Yeah. And we have special guest, Phil. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
And what are we going to talk about with you a little bit later?
San Diego flight training and aviation.
And thank you for being a sponsor of the show. Really, really appreciate it. Of course, we got Action Jackson. What's up, young man?
I'm doing well.
What did you do yesterday?
Well, I had to wake up at like 7 o'clock for this.
7 o'clock?
Yeah.
And what did you do at 7 o'clock?
Went to shoot an Escondido match.
Nice. How did you do? You shot with your 9mm.
Yep.
And how did you do?
Great.
You did great? Did you have fun?
Yep.
Good. Did you give your mom an extra smooch on the cheek today for Mother's Day? For being such a great mom, taking you to a gun competition?
Yeah.
All right, good. Hey, everybody. So Assemblyman Levine has gutted Assembly Bill 1227. Assembly Bill 1227 started out as like a solar panel bill. It was really just kind of a, puppies and ice cream, kind of bill. Well, they gutted it, and it is now going to be a firearms and ammo excise tax, which I don't know if you remember. I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago. They tried the same thing. So now it's going to be a 10% tax on firearms and ammo. 10%.
That's a cool process. How do you go from solar panels and you do that gutting and you end up with a tax on firearms?
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Phil, but you can't wait to pay 10% more on your.
Delighted. And they do that all the time in the assembly where they basically cut and clip and then they keep the title the same. It confuses people.
You ran for office a few years ago.
I did.
What do you think? Why do they do it this way? Like, why is it done this way? Why aren't they more straightforward?
The simple way would be bait and switch. You put together a title of puppies, gumdrops, and something else, and people never read past that point, and people don't get into detail. That's why you need shows like this to really point out what's going on so people actually read past the title. It's a sham.
Well, plus, if you were being honest with it, people wouldn't support it. I mean, they do that all the time. It's a lot of the propositions we have, and the titles end up getting changed, and then people just don't understand what it is they're voting for or not voting for, and things move right along.
Well, it was defeated last time. Like I said, I think it was last year. I don't know if you guys remember. Was it last year that they had the same excise tax, or it was 2 years ago?
Yeah, I do remember that. I can't remember when, though.
So it was defeated. They're bringing it back. I don't know how I don't know what they're going to do to change it, but there's so many bad ideas that have been implemented in California. It's almost like they're just running out of ideas and they're just going, all right, well, let's just tax it. We can't. We've banned and everything we can ban. We've restricted everything we can restrict. We have waiting periods and you name it. Let's just start whatever. We got to do something. We have to be adversarial somehow. So let's just start taxing things. And by the way, this tax is earmarked. So it's going to go to like the, victims of whatever gun violence, blah, blah, blah. So it's just a shift of funds. They're just taking this money. They're going to tax you. They're blaming you, the gun owner, for what criminals do. They're taking your money because you're to blame for what criminals do. And then they're going to give that money to this 501c3 that's going to waste it. And,
I'm assuming the definition for where that money goes or how that money gets used is going to be very broad, I would think. So it's going to go to a lot of places that you would not think.
Well, they're going to do, a lot of these 501s, what they do, they kind of do this backdoor, politicking, it's education. Well, yeah, but really what you're trying to do is get more voters to vote the way that, you want them to. But
can I add something? Because it
Yes.
sounds like they're trying to respond to what the right is doing right now in terms of these education bills, or because this whole abortion thing is starting to spread to other states. This is what the left's trying to do in response to what the right's doing. They're like, okay, so what's the next best thing that the right likes, that since they're hurting us?
Yeah.
Oh, gun laws in that case. So we're just going to do that. That's what it sounds like to me.
It does feel that way, and there is another bill that's a little bit more of a direct response to what you're talking about, the abortion bill in Texas that stood the Supreme Court decision, and that's that they're trying to make it easier for people to sue gun manufacturers, which is they're equating it. It's apples and oranges. It's totally different, but they're equating that bill to the abortion bill, which is, again, it's total hypocrisy. All the people that were against this abortion law in Texas and against the Supreme Court's decision were against it because it was unconstitutional and it was unfair and it was horrible and it was unethical and all these horrible bad words. But now they're ready to do it, against people that they don't like, which are gun owners, which is, the height of hypocrisy. The height of hypocrisy. So that suing the manufacturers is definitely a direct response. This, I think, is just kind of their business as usual. Let's beat up on gun owners and raise taxes.
Well, they're arguing about, because usually there's a discussion about, is it a fee, is it a tax? And I think taxes have to come through the legislature, right? I think it's that way.
Yep.
Fees can come from just about any place. Is that a reasonable statement?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So I think because this is a bill coming out of the legislature out here, this is officially a tax. The
Yeah.
result is the same. As a gun owner, you're still paying more
Yep.
for your purchases, and the money's being taken and going someplace that you probably wouldn't want it to go. But
Yeah,
but
it's a 10% tax.
Yeah, so that's what this is.
10% tax coming out of the legislature. Now, it hasn't passed yet. They just gutted and amended this bill. And the bill, again, did I lose it? I think it's 1227. Is that what I said it was? Yeah, 1227. So Bill 1227, write, the emails and send the faxes and make the phone calls and do all the things you need to do to the assembly members. All their decisions are already made, though. I mean, still show up, still do the work. Take the 15 minutes to, write an email, print the email out, fax it, and then fold the fax up and mail it in, and then, make a phone call and recite what you wrote. Do that for 100%. I'm not discouraging that. But what I am encouraging is the reason that San Diego County gun owners and Orange County gun owners and Inland Empire gun owners, the reason we exist is because by the time they make it to Sacramento, their mind's already made up. There's not much we're going to be able to do between now and whenever they vote to change anybody's mind. They're pretty much already made up. Maybe one or two might, swing here and there. I don't know. Maybe. But it is a Hail Mary. What we do by trying to get the right people elected, that's the ounce of prevention rather than the 50 pounds of cure. So please get involved, especially, what are we, 5 weeks away from an election?
Yeah, and you never know, too, because the last thing that I thought was guaranteed to sail right through was where they wanted parents, whether they want school districts to require parents to disclose their gun ownership at the schools. And I thought for sure there's nothing to stop that. I mean, Newsom will certainly sign it. And that failed. So maybe this one will fail, too.
Well, let's hope. Next, we have the mayor of Temecula. He's running for state assembly. We're going to talk to him next. Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel. Or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.